Hi Leo, I love you honey. If you got a personal, check your inbox. I just want to say the videos on this channel are different than the videos on the other channel. And the videos in Perk Member are different than both channels. No platform has the same video. Just saying. Let's see my love. Overall energy for the Zodiac sign of Leo. Been a minute. Let's see. Holy angels, Holy Spirits. What can Leo know? See my love. Let's cut it. Well, Queen of Pentacles right off the bat. Capricorn energy. Challenges the 2 Wands. Foundation, 7 Pentacles. Leo, sometimes when you've invested into someone for so many years and something has been telling you to pull out from the investment in the middle of those years and you don't do it. And then when you get to where you want to pull out, you go back to, well, I've already, to you or your person, I've already invested in this so many years, so why not do it one more year? A lot of confusion here in love contracts when it comes to one love, one contract. We will pull from the bottom as we go. You do have the Emperor starting out the bottom of that bundle. Let's shuffle this one. So where this reading is going to start out is the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. Either this is an ex, someone that the masculine used to be committed to, or it's a mother of the masculine. First of all, who is this Queen of Pentacles Capricorn energy to this whole reading? Well, whoever it is, she's coming in the world energy. That cycle is ending. It's the last card of the tarot. That cycle is ending. Yes, comfortably. It's a comfortable ending. So this masculine is comfortably ending a cycle with the Queen of Pentacles. Well, the challenge of that is the 5 Wands and 2 Wands. What's that leave going to be? 7 Wands. So it's like it's a test of interest. A different path of interest when it comes to what is the 5 of Wands here that's being in the challenge? 2 Wands. So that 2 Wands wanting to choose a different path of interest, and friends know about it. So there's friends that know about something, friends of the Queen of Pentacles that know about something that didn't tell her that the masculine was going to do. Yes, they know, the friends of the Queen of Pentacles know that the masculine is ready to start a brand new contract somewhere else. Well, that's really what's going to piss her off. It's not going to be what the masculine's going to do. It's what's going to be what the friends know about that they did not tell her. Let me grab another bundle. So the reason why we're going to grab another bundle, you see the 4 Wands, 5 Wands, and 2 Wands? So when you put the 5 Wands in, that's putting someone else's interest into the 4 Wands, okay? For example, the 2 Wands and 2 Wands, which would be the 4 Wands. That would be the masculine having a hobby and be interested in the feminine. And then it would be the feminine having a hobby that she's interested in, and then only be interested in the masculine. Well, when you add the next Ace of Wands, there's too much there. So 4 Wands holds up the foundation, and that's the end of story. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's going to be told that she's not going to be allowed to come around anymore. When you get the 2 Wands and 5 Wands, that's going to be 7 Wands. So she's literally what is bringing in a defense for this masculine. Let's see what it is. It's the 2 Pentacles in reverse. What guidance is available on how I can manifest life or experience of my dreams? The Queen of Pentacles, she's already got her life settled out. She's already got her life settled out with this Emperor. You have the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. So, if it's a businesswoman, then this Emperor makes her rich, and she doesn't want anybody else in the picture. So what's going to happen here is that Knight of Wands, that's a sexual interest. Somebody, you know, wiping you off your feet, wanting to come in and stay for just for a moment, not for a long time, not serious about commitment. The Eight Swords in reverse. So anyway, that sexual immaturity, if it took place, she just wants it to take place so she can release some sort of Eight Swords that's in your outcome there. So you got the Queen of Pentacles here, the one that is sitting in confusion. Well, 9 times out of 10, whatever's happening here in your connection with someone that you want to be connected with passionately, it's none of their fucking business, first of all. So the challenge in this reading is the Two of Wands and the Five of Wands. So you feel like you're being tested in what you're interested in. You feel like that you're being tested in a path of interest. So what is the Seven Wands here? There's the Knight of Wands. You're not going to allow them to come in just immaturely. You're not going to come in. There's the Queen of Pentacles right there. If this is a masculine, they do not want any women that has ever cheated on a man. And if this is a woman, they don't want a masculine that's ever slept with a married woman. That's the bottom line right there. In the foundation, the reason why this is all happening is because the Seven of Pentacles. Divine timing. A vision of divine timing. Is it worth your assessments? Is it worth your investments? So assessing these investments through Five Cups. So when you invest into something for 7 years that's unemotionally fulfilled, that leaves you in emotional sadness, why are you still there? So it took 7 years to get some sort of vision here, and there's the Seven Cups, which caused a lot of more confusion, daydreaming, night thinking, seeing the bigger picture. And the bigger picture here is going to be seen through justice, spiritual balance. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. What actually caused the Seven of Cups? Assessing it, divinely guided to leave. They know for sure that they were supposed to leave it behind anyway, because it wasn't trusted in the first place. It wasn't trusted. So this Queen of Pentacles, this masculine just literally give her the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? But he's just trying to make sure that he don't make a bad mistake again and end up in another karmic relationship. And there's the Sun. Oh, enlightened on clarity. Talking about spiritual enlightenment through clarity. Looking for his emotions here. To control emotions, to be emotionally content, and coming together with a new interest is the plan. That's 4 wands, not 5. So whoever the Queen of Pentacles is, the masculine is about to tell her that she needs to mind her own damn business. And that's going to allow him to, the Six of Swords is in your recent past, oh goodness, and the Empress. It's going to allow him to go forward to the feminine like he's divinely guided to. And when you get the Five Swords, it's untrustworthy bullshit. It's untrustworthy conversations. For example, the karmic could have saw the feminine or said that she saw the feminine at the store and told the masculine, say, yeah, I saw her down the street. And the masculine's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But this is a karmic that's actually literally has talked about the feminine to this masculine, and he just knows it's not true. Whatever she says literally tells him that whatever she is saying is not true. You have justice at the top and justice at the bottom. This is the divine working both ends. You ever hear those people that talk too much, that dig their own hole? Look at that. Because in the recent past, this is the divine here, honey, with the Six of Swords. So the divine is already driving the boat in the Six of Swords. And then the Hierophant represents the divine. Look at that. 5 cups right here. Unemotionally fulfilled, sad, lost, and regretful. So, the divine literally told the feminine, go ahead. Get on out of here. Because it is just going to bring a lot of internal confusion. That represents 5 swords and 5 cups. The divine knew that every time the feminine would try to love this masculine, this Queen of Pentacles would have a say-so in it. So the divine told the feminine, you go ahead and leave. And then that, my friend, is going to justify the hangman. The perspective of where the support is coming from. When you get the hangman that's looking back in the past where you've been, where you don't ever want to go again, the hangman is a reflection of who helps you when you're in trouble. Justice, that's spiritually balanced. So what's going to justify the hangman? Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. You also have someone here trying to justify why they themselves just left you hanging in the balance. What's that about when it comes to Leo? Well, the Magician. Manifesting your dreams into reality. Oh, the King of Cups. Scorpio energy. My gosh, honey. The masculine, this is the masculine that's trying to justify why they did not support what they themselves manifested. And look what comes right here. This Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is an Aries energy or a female fire sign. They actually want to get together a celebration with the Queen of Wands. Well, what kind of celebration? It's a celebration of reflection. The star. They want to reflect and soul search a little bit. Oh gosh. They want to reflect when on the temptation. Are they reflecting on when they come together with Leo? Because you got the Queen of Wands, the Devil, and the Hermit with the star in the lantern. So this is someone that's come in and shadow worked. You got the Magician and the Devil here back to back. That's pure black magic. They went to hell and found you. They went to hell, come back and seen you both times. You're like the last person they seen before they went to hell and the first person they seen when they come back. They're reflecting on a dark night of the soul. As soon as they come together with you, there's the Three of Cups, clarifying Three of Cups, third party contract on hold. When they come together with you, they should have blocked the third-party contract right there. Why didn't they? You have the Empress, judgment, looking for independent judgment. This masculine thought that the feminine was going to judge them by their past. Well, is what they have figured out, that the feminine, she's not there to judge them by their past because she's not there to allow them to judge her by her past. You know, when you're in divine union, both of you have been through almost the same thing, and that's what this masculine is seeing. So, the internal energy of this reading is going to be the Seven Swords and the Knight of Cups. You see that King of Cups and the Magician? The masculine is trying to manifest to be spiritually balanced without support of emotional control. But, as you see, you got the Seven Swords and the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is a lower vibration of the King of Cups. This Two Pentacles, struggling, juggling, going back and forth, 10 Swords. Oh my goodness. 7 Swords, 10 Swords, that's 17 Swords. Let's see where these 17 Swords comes out. This masculine here in the Knight of Cups, it's like his emotions has just been smeared all over his face. Because of all the deception and the deceit. What is that about? Let's see what that's about. What that's about is what guidance is available. You know, that just come out. There's over 100 cards in this bundle. And that is the same card that came out earlier when it's referencing to the Queen of Pentacles. And what that card wants us to do. Should I stay or should I go? What happens if I stay? And what happens if I go? Let's see what this does. For Leo energy, you know, the Knight of Cups and the Seven Swords would be friend interference. People that is vibrating low emotionally in your circle. You know, around in your energy. You're not going to do it. So let's ask. What would happen if you left that energy? If you was no longer around that energy? What would happen? Well, what would happen, it would spark the interest, spark a flame of the sun. It would actually send a message to the sun itself Oh, that the moon is hiding the truth. That's a secret's coming out. Quickly communicating what you're looking for. I mean, what else kind of, the sun to the moon, that's a reflection of the yin to the yang. This is what's blocking the spark of, what's blocking the spark of fire. This is a masculine that his emotions has just been smeared by everybody he knows. But that's why the Queen of Pentacles don't want him to find another interest. Yep, Knight of Pentacles, masculine energy, Virgo, 6 Wands. Because she knows once he takes his time where he can enjoy the view, he might actually keep going back. What is the Ace of Wands? Where the Queen of Pentacles is coming in? Well, the 6 Wands. 4 Pentacles. This is a successful blockage. She's trying to successfully halt this masculine. But, look at this. This contract is locked in. She can't hold him back because he's already at the 5 Pentacles. When you're in the 5 Pentacles mode, you're already doing it alone. You've already taken control of this one contract. Oh, wow. The 4 Pentacles is also saving some money for one contract. What is this external energy in this reading for Leo? Okay, the 4 of Swords is right here with the Truth of Sword hidden. There is a blockage. Okay. So maybe this external energy does not want a Queen of Swords to know about them saving money for one contract. Who's the Queen of Swords? Well, the King of Swords. That's the karmic partner, King of Wands. This masculine's found what he wants. He's ready to be publicly recognized, but he doesn't want to be publicly recognized just yet because he wants to spark the interest. Page of Wands in the Sun. He wants to spark the interest with his blessing. He first wants to get to know the feminine. Oh, before he takes her in front of the Queen of Swords. What does this masculine want this Queen of Swords to see when it comes to the divine feminine? Strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. You know, starting from scratch, initiating a small contract of soulmate trust. There's your Knight of Cups right there. Your Knight of Cups is also over here. Leo, you trusted this person, but you know they had a lot of discrepancy in the background. You trusted this person, but you know they had a lot of interference. People telling them what to do in certain situations. So now, this Page of Pentacles that's right here is going to come out in the outcome with the 8 of Swords. So this Queen of Pentacles, she's doing nothing but bringing a lot of mental confusion from the start. Well, what needs to be done through that? Need to recover from being heartbroken. And say it out loud. What needs to be said out loud is the Page of Cups. One of you need to literally say out loud, I'm sorry, but I'm free. I'm free from this. An initiation, a discovery of emotions to be free. You know, when you're manifesting, and when you're manifesting a light, it's like you're closing your eyes and you're manifesting yourself, saying to yourself, I've recovered from these emotions. You're apologizing to yourself, and you're ready to be free. You're ready for a brand new beginning. What's the beginning about? It's deception. You know, there's a lot of deceit. Dude, there was something in there. Somebody's going to argue. There's a lot of argument. That's what's causing the 8 of Swords. Let's grab another bundle. So this is literally telling us there's a third party involved. I'm just going to use this one. Where's the third party involved when it comes to the divine feminine? You got the King of Wands, the masculine energy, the Hermit. She's in seclusion. She's reflecting. She's soul searching. Shadow working. What about the third party for the masculine then? Alright, 7 Pentacles. So he's paying his dues. He's assessing. He's assessing of a long-term view on where to make a stand. Because he's blocked. That hangman, he's getting a different perspective of what he didn't know. He's trying to conserve his negative thoughts. Because of the 7 swords, the deception, the deceit, the lying, cheating, stealing kind of way. It's interfering in arguments, which is leading to a dead end. 9 Wands. It's forcing him to reconsider this Knight of Wands energy with the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. With the 4 of Wands and 3 Pentacles. So this masculine is guarded from this kind of stuff now. Because he wants to collaborate and work together with the 4 of Wands. Look. Twin Flame Empress. That's where that Page of Cups is going to go. So the Queen of Pentacles, this masculine is going to tell her out loud that he's recovered from emotions. He's no longer hurting. Look, 10 Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. That's a rich woman. All she wanted was money anyway. Which is going to allow the lovers to come back together. Wow. The 6 Cups in reverse. That's a past life soulmate coming back. After all of this emotional confusion. Daydreaming night thinking. 4 Cups. Wondering if they'll be ignored by family. If they would be accepted by family. And there's the Devil and the 2 Pentacles. That's the struggle of the temptation. Feminine. The masculine's not going to care if he's not accepted by your family. And masculine. The feminine's not going to give a fuck if she's accepted by your family. It's not going to matter. That's struggling. That's the obsessive struggle. What's the Devil energy in the 2 Pentacles for the feminine and the Queen of Pentacles? Well, it's a karmic level. Equal give and take. It's karma. You got the Wheel of Fortune, 6 Pentacles, and the Devil. That's a karmic cycle for the feminine, for that Queen of Pentacles. Because it's a low-vibing argument that means absolutely fucking nothing. And the Divine will clear it up. It's clarity. Spiritual clarity. Spiritual clearance for the feminine. Woo! Masculine. Where are you at with the 2 Pentacles and the Devil? The Chariot. He's a see you later, rotten tater kind of thing with the Queen of Swords. He's leaving behind the Queen of Swords. That's a woman that thinks a lot. He's trading in the 10 Wands for the Ace of Wands. He's no longer carrying around problems that doesn't belong to him. So he can gain some new energy. And be able to manifest contentment. Spiritual contentment. Where he can manifest his 6 senses. Look at that. High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. Where he can be friends with his higher self. Where he can trust his intuition. That he's going to see it for what it is. On who he can trust. Because the Emperor knows that this 5 Wands over here. They're jealous of love. They're jealous because of that Page of Pentacles up there. They're jealous. They know who this masculine loves. And what they're jealous of is him being able to have a new beginning after all that conflict and strife and drama. Because he's planned and prepared after that deep emotional immense transformation. He's literally going to say it out loud again. I've walked away from things that no longer emotionally serve my highest good. They was divinely guided to leave it behind where they can hear and feel their self think. Where they can do it by the book to make a smart decision. Leo energy, 9 Cups. Being completely content with Strength card. Temperance and the Queen of Wands. Finding peace and contentment with the feminine fire sign. And a fresh start to be able to gain momentum after being unemotionally fulfilled. with coming together with the masculine, long term, following through as the new cycle begins, and letting that tower fall on that Ace of Pentacles to be able to master their emotions independently, being able to see it clearly through divine aid, or where the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights is coming from, where they can go ahead and make that final and firm decision. The Breaker 1-9 to do the Four of Pentacles. They're going to hold their self or block their self from being heartbroken again, because this path of interest that they want is going to help them celebrate life. Justice and the Queen of Pentacles, spiritually balanced Cancer energy, looking to end the cycle successfully. So this is the water sign that they're ending the cycle with. She is the long-term partner. Who is the Queen of Cups to the masculine? Because you got the Magician, Justice, and the King of Cups, Scorpio and Cancer energy. This is the woman he's going to leave hanging. Yep, in divine timing, shockingly. Because that's the conflict and drama, the competition, strife, and jealousy. She's literally the one that's challenging his plans and preparations, but he has sparked an interest somewhere else, and he's about to leave her hanging. He's no longer supporting her. He's no longer going to tell her what he knows in the spiritual realm, what he's found out in the spiritual realm, because he's figuring out now the more he tells her, the less energy he has spiritually, because she's not a spiritual partner. This Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles is not a spiritual partner, or Queen of Swords is not a spiritual partner. There you go, 3 swords, 9 wands. That's where he's reconsidering the boundaries of what he allows in passionately when it comes to his heart. That's where he's going to make that final and firm decision to get the fuck out of there. Judgment. The Sun being enlightened that the Knight of Wands was the plan and preparation the whole time to get him to ignore the blessing, but now acknowledging the truth that was hidden in the Two of Cups, struggling with seeing it for what it is. He knew as soon as he got that star open, where he opened up his 6 senses, his 6 senses would help him. I love you guys.